This is not the update I was expecting or hoping to give you guys, but here we are. By making this video, it's giving him way too much attention, so we're gonna make it short, sweet, and kind of to the point. I know he keeps checking my page to see if I've posted an update because that's what he does.
Yo, what is going on, guys? So on today's episode, we have a video here from Men Only, and I thought this one was particularly hilarious, okay? So it is essentially leftover women losing their minds because men are refusing to date them anymore. But this first clip in particular is quite funny because this is the archetype, okay? This is the standard of what happens when women get to age 30. They've been screwing around their entire lives, and then they try and look for commitment from a man, right? I'm old now. I'm looking for something serious. I'm done with the games. And these women who get to this point, they get hit with a brutal reality check, okay? And the reality check is that men don't want them. So we're going to be jumping into this woman's little story here first, and then we have a bunch of other clips which we are also going to be covering today. So guys, don't forget to subscribe on your way in. Leave your thoughts, your comments. What do you think about this? And let's take a listen to what this woman has to say. It starts with a little bit of a different clip, but let's jump into it.
So we have an update, and truthfully, this is not the update I was expecting or hoping to give you guys, but here we are. By making this video, it's giving him way too much attention, so we're gonna make it short, sweet, and kind of to the point. I know he keeps checking my page to see if I've posted an update because that's what he does.
Let me just say this right off the bat. The man probably does not care, okay? And also, it's very ironic that this woman is sitting here talking about giving this man attention when, you know, she's the one sitting on video asking for attention from strangers. I don't know how many followers this woman has. Okay, she could have 1 million or she could have 5. This content is really quite strange in that way. Some of these women actually get really large followings, and honestly, it's just because there's a bunch of other women who follow them who are just as clueless, right? They get to 30 and they're still looking to spice up their dating lives. It's pathetic. But, you know, she gets on here and she says that she doesn't want to give this guy attention, and he's probably watching the video. The guy probably doesn't give a damn, ma'am. Okay, if he actually cared, he probably would have committed to you in the first place.
Truthfully, wasn't going to post for a while, especially an update in pertaining to this. I kind of wanted to sit and wallow in it, but I feel like the only way that I'm going to be able to like keep going through my life and, you know, keep moving forward is by just talking about it, getting it over with, so I never have to talk about it again.
Yeah, guys, you know, what better way to go about moving on in your life as a mature adult, right, than choosing to sit here and to post about it to the internet. This is the thing that I can never understand with these videos, man, is like these people just make no sense. It's all about the attention, all about the validation, okay? Men don't want me. A man didn't take me seriously, so now I have to post it online so that I can get over it. Like, I miss the days, guys. I really miss the days when people's private lives were actually private, right? Where people just didn't jump on the internet, share all the information about themselves and, you know, the people that they are dating, right? And you wonder why men don't want to date you and why men don't want to take you seriously. You can't even, like, not to be rude here, guys, but this woman can't even shut her mouth with the dudes that she's speaking to, right? She can't even keep the personal details personal. So what makes you think a man is going to want to date you? Craziness.
Forward is by just talking about it, getting it over with, so I never have to talk about it again. So Kentucky Boy and I are done. We are no longer. And as far as I'm concerned, he can suck it. And I mean that with the utmost disrespect. Being a woman, we are labeled as overly emotional, calculated, and vengeful. So I want to make it abundantly clear for everyone who's watching this right now, when I'm talking about this, I am not reacting off of emotion.
I mean, you can say that all you want. That doesn't mean that it's true, right? This video strikes me as vengeful, okay? Like, number one, I think this woman's doing it for attention, for validation, but also obviously to try and get back at the guy, you know, and get a ha-ha, a laugh out of him on the internet with her, you know, however many followers that she has, okay? But you can sit here and you can say, well, I'm not reacting emotionally. If you truly didn't care about the situation, you wouldn't make this video in the first place. You would act like an adult and you would get over the situation. But these women, they can't do that, guys, right? This woman even goes as far as to say, listen, women are branded as this and that, and then she goes on to do the exact same thing. It doesn't matter what you say. It really doesn't. What matters is what you actually do. People are not stupid, right? Granted, guys, there are a lot of stupid people in this world, let me tell you, okay? But people pick up on this stuff, right? If you're saying one thing and doing another, especially in the context of this, people are just going to look at you like, what on earth are you doing?
I'm not angry. I'm not bitter. I'm just doing my best to move forward. And this platform and talking about it is the way to do it. Sorry, Mom. But I'm also human and I believe in natural consequences. Meaning if you don't want people to know the crappy things you do, don't do crappy things to people, especially with someone who has a pretty decent TikTok following. Let me make it a very long story short. He's met my family, he's met my child. I went to Kentucky this past weekend, met his family, met his children, met his boss, went to work with them. We went out, we had the best time.
Yeah, right. So in context here, we've got a single mother and she's angry and she's frustrated and she's bitter, despite what she says, because she didn't get access to a relationship with this man. And again, guys, she's like, she knows posting to TikTok is stupid. She's just like, yeah, but this is what we're going to do. She even knows her poor mother, man. You know, she apologized to her mother in this video, right? Because her mother probably has some common sense, and she's probably not the type of woman. You know, this woman's mother might actually be a lady, Lord forbid, right? But not her. Right? So she's sitting here making TikTok videos. Her mother's probably sitting at home. And she's like, oh gosh, did we raise her right? Probably not. She's posting on this TikTok. She's probably sitting there getting a headache. Poor mother in this particular situation. But yeah, so we've got here a single mother dating in her 30s, and she's mad because she couldn't get commitment from this guy. She like, oh, but I went out to dinner with him and I met his family and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of it, he didn't want to commit to anything. That's why she's mad.
Met his boss, went to work with them. We went out, we had the best time. Even used the L word. I leave at 10 o'clock on Sunday. I make it home. I let him know I made it home. He sends me a very cryptic text message saying he needs time to think. We go 36 hours without speaking after I just spent the whole weekend with him. And this is the text message I wake up to this morning. Feel free to pause. This is from Sunday when I texted last. This is this morning.
Okay, so I don't think we get the cryptic text message here, but let's break it down for a second, right? So you can see her response when he hasn't spoken to her, right? Look how angry this sounds, man. This is where you pick up the phone and we talk about it and you just don't send me some BS cryptic text after I just spent the whole weekend with you, right? So she's mad. We don't get to see the text, by the way, what this quote-unquote cryptic text is. But, you know, this is why, like, these women, they're like, man, why don't men commit to me? Why don't things go the way I want? Why haven't I got a ring on my finger? This woman is so incredibly masculine. This is where you pick up the phone and we talk about it and don't just send me some BS. They can't even speak kindly, right? This is masculine as hell. That's what this is. This is incredibly masculine. And it might shock these women to know that men don't want to date masculine women. We don't want to date women who sit there and demand things of us. You need to respond in this way. You need to do this. You need to screw off is what you need to do. Right, this guy is trying to dodge a bullet here, but let's have a look at his response. So he says, you know, you have to pick up the phone. Don't just send me some cryptic BS, right? I deserve this kind of response, she says in here, blah, blah, blah. You don't show concern for me. So she's pushing really damn hard. And this guy says, I want to apologize first and foremost. I'm sorry. I don't know how to explain this. I just don't want to leave you hanging here. I'm sure you know what's going on. As a father, I have so much weighing on me and I've enjoyed the time together. I can't do the distance and I can't move that fast. So she's pushing really hard for commitment. She lives a long way away and this guy is not interested in this. Okay. I can't do the distance. I'm not sure how to get past that. And I also talked and decided to something possibly, yeah, so he's not interested in jumping straight into a relationship. He's not interested in something serious right away. And he's also not interested in the long distance relationship, but she's pushing really hard, right? So this is what she's bitter about, guys. And this is the response that these women get from men. This guy, you know, he might be 35, he might be 40. He's probably not interested in seriously dating women like this ever again in his life. Chances are he's probably, you know, maybe he's been through a divorce, he's lost a lot of things, okay? Or maybe, you know, he's tried to have his kid taken away from him. Men get to this position, guys. They get to 35 and 40 years old, and a lot of guys, I'll be straight up honest, they're just done with it. They're not going to take you seriously, especially if you write texts like this. Like this just communicates that you're a massive pain in the backside. You're not even in a relationship with this guy and you're already bossing him around and telling him how to respond to things. It's not going to happen. You can't bully a man into a relationship, at least one that you are going to respect, and you can't shame him into it either.
I've got 3 important takeaways from that really quickly. Okay, number 1, coward. Who's
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about, shaming, right? You call him a coward. He doesn't want a relationship with you. So what is he? He's a coward.
I texted last? This is this morning. I've got 3 important takeaways from that really quickly. Okay, number 1, coward. Who sends somebody that in a text message?
I actually thought that he was quite polite and gentle with you, to be honest. Given the way that you spoke to him, I thought that he was actually quite nice about the whole thing. Right? If this was me in this situation, guys, and I'm not getting myself into situations like this, you would either A, not get a response, or B, you would just be blocked. Like, why on earth would you even reply to a message like this, man?
Okay, number 1, coward. Who sends somebody that in a text message? Who does that? A coward, that too.
Again, I think the man was actually quite polite in trying to let your masculine ass down, but hey.
Takeaway number 2, have a good day. You end things with me. Have a good day. Okay. Moving on. Takeaway number 3.
What is he supposed to say? Like, I think that's probably one of the nicest things he could possibly wrap that up with. And you see, this is the problem with this, okay, is that men can't win. If a man says no, if he says he's not interested in dating you, taking you seriously, then the dude will just get publicly shamed. Okay, men get called incels, they get called all sorts of names under the sun, they get called cowards, all of this shaming language if they don't date you. But then if they do date you, their life is absolute hell. Like, the men can't live, they can't win, excuse me, either way.
The name is hidden. He's getting back with his ex. We're gonna leave that there. 1 thing's for sure and 2 things for certain is if I'm not someone's first choice, I'm not a choice at all. I will not be in their lineup, especially a man. Okay, I wanna make that.
Yeah, guys, especially a man. So what happened? This guy went back and he got with his ex-wife, his ex-girlfriend. I don't know why dudes are out here getting with their exes, but hey, I think it's a very bad idea. But you know what? Maybe she actually behaves like a normal person who's not clinically insane. Maybe the woman he's getting back with is not incredibly masculine. I don't think it's a good idea for men to get back with their exes at all. But hey, maybe he's just having fun with her and he's not committing to her either. But this woman's mad because she got ditched and then instantly he switched to another woman.
Okay. Moving on. Takeaway number 3. The name is hidden. He's getting back with his ex. We're gonna leave that there. 1 thing's for sure and 2 things for certain is if I'm not someone's first choice, I'm not a choice at all. I will not be in their lineup.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Have you guys noticed that some of my videos have gone missing over here on YouTube? That is because I am slowly moving them over to locals where I can actually host them without the risk of getting in trouble. If you are not aware, many creators are starting to move over to places like locals, Rumble, etc. because YouTube is not really a free speech platform. So if you are interested in supporting the channel and getting access to videos that are no longer available here, make sure that you come and join us over on Locals. The link will be in the video description down below. Supporters get access to their own exclusive videos that are no longer available to the public. So make sure you go to the link in the description and join us over there now. But anyway, guys, back to today's episode.
Especially a man.
I guarantee you guys, right? You've probably, if you've watched my content, guys, you know exactly what I'm about to say here, okay? This woman, the reason why she says that she won't be part of some dude's lineup is because throughout her entire life, from the age of 18, she has probably been part of dudes' lineups. This is the exact same thing as like you see these women, right, in their dating profiles. They're like, yeah, I'm not interested in hooking up. I want something serious. Like, I'm done with the games. And the reason why they write this is because their entire dating history consists of nothing but games and getting with bad boys. And what, now you expect the next guy to take you seriously? Yeah, guys, she doesn't want to be the next woman on the roster. I guarantee you, okay, if the man is attractive enough to the woman, she gets on his roster. Like, she will happily be one of many different women rather than go out there and have something serious with a guy who she's not attracted to. I think that's pretty common knowledge, at least in this space at this particular point in time. Right? Women would rather be going out here and being one of many women with the man that they find attractive than the only woman with a man that she doesn't find attractive.
I want to make that abundantly clear here. I refuse, and as you saw, I did not respond because idiocy doesn't deserve a response from me. It is not my job to convince a man on why he's supposed to choose me or why he should choose me.
Ma'am, let me just break this down very simply for you. You're a 30-plus-year-old single mother. You are not exactly a hot commodity in the eyes of men, particularly men who have self-respect. This is the amazing thing to me about these particular videos is these individuals have no self-awareness about what men might be interested in at all. Like, you tell them as a man, you're like, yeah, I'm not really interested in dating a single mother. You know, it's not really in my purview. And they just insult you and they shame you, right? And you might say, well, that's hypocritical, right? She's happy to date a single father. I mean, that's fine. If she's happy to date a single father, that's totally cool. If she's not, that's also totally cool. But the bottom line is, being a single mother as a woman is not a man's top choice at all. Okay, and he doesn't have to commit to you. This is like being the owner of a store. Somebody walks in, they look at an object or whatever it is that you're selling. I don't know, like you're selling books, for example. And they look at it, they pick it up, and then they put it back down. And then you as the shopkeeper, you walk over and you're like, hey, bro, you have to buy that. Like, no. You know, the customer doesn't have to buy what you're offering.
If you don't see that very apparently in front of you and you don't say, man, she's everything I wanted and some, goodbye. Peace and blessings. I'm a lot of things. Strong, resilient, determined are on top of that list.
Yeah, guys, I can't wait to date a strong, determined, resilient woman. Isn't it funny how, like, a lot of these women, they advertise themselves when they're dating, and like the first thing that they advertise themselves as, is strong. Like, what do I want to date a strong woman for? Like, can somebody please tell me this? Like, what is she gonna do, bro? Carry my grocery bags? Like, who gives a damn? I'll carry the grocery bags. What is this? Like, yeah, I just need some woman to like drive me around and lift up heavy objects for me. Dudes are not interested in this. I am sorry. This is actually so funny. The same thing as like, you know, a dude going out here and being like, man, I don't know why women don't want me. I dress up in dresses and I paint my nails. And then you wonder why women don't want to date you. It's because you're behaving like a woman. Like, of course, at least heterosexual women don't want to date you at all because you're behaving like them. You know, but when women say it, they just don't see it. Yeah, bro, I can't wait to date a woman who, like, you know, who bench presses more than me. This woman would never bench press more than me, but no dude is out here looking for a strong woman. I'm like, what the hell is this?
I will make it on the other side of this. I know I will. He opened up something in me that I truly have not felt in a very long time. I trusted him, which is something I don't do lightly. I let my guard down, which is something I don't do lightly. He was consistent, he was intentional, he was wonderful, until he abruptly showed me that he wasn't.
I guarantee you there were signs that this man probably wasn't interested in committing to you, but you were too arrogant to see them. And the reason I say that is because this woman can't even interpret this man's text message correctly. She thought that this man texting her in this particular way was like the most insulting thing ever. But honestly, it was very polite. So I don't trust this woman's ability to judge this man's actions whatsoever. I just don't trust it.
It's fine, I'm fine, everything is fine. I am a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. I think people come into our lives to show us things, and sometimes those people just show us the bad.
You tell 'em,
Sometimes
Queen.
those people
You
show
tell 'em.
us the good from a bad situation. I have been so down about it the past couple days because I felt like, and it's not that I felt like, is I deserved better and I deserved more than what I got.
Oh boy. This whole, just by the way, guys, we're getting quite late into the episode here. I might actually cover some of these clips on a separate episode because this is taking so long. I keep having to pause to talk about this woman's nonsense. This whole deserve thing is so crazy to me. It's like these women, they receive so much attention throughout their entire lives. Nobody ever tells them no, right? Everybody tells them they're perfect, just strong and independent. You can do everything. And then so when a man turns around and tells them no, they feel as though it's this great big injustice, right? I deserve better. You don't deserve anything. You deserve what you earn, and you didn't earn your relationship with this man. That's not how this works, right? Imagine if men went through the world and operated under this exact same thing. Right, this exact same thinking. I deserve, I deserve, I deserve. I think a lot of guys don't have this mentality because they physically can't. If you have this mentality as a guy, your life will be so damn bad. You will be pummeled by reality. If you sit here and say, well, I deserve everything, one day you're just going to look in your bank account, you're going to see 3 cents, you're going to see some ramen noodles as dinner that night, and you're going to think to yourself, hey, wait a minute, maybe I should shut the hell up because nobody's coming to save me. The problem is people come and save women like this all the time. Nobody saves men. Right? That's why men can't afford to think like this. And we look at this and we're like, wow, this is stupid.
And at the end of the day, I can't control other people's behavior, but I can control mine.
It seems like nowadays, women.
But guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. I think this woman has completed her ramble. I wanted to do more video clips on today's episode, but we might save them for next episode. I might do 2 releases today to make up for that. But guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. You know, why do you think that this woman right here was unable to secure commitment from a man? Again, this is apparently somebody with a large TikTok following. This goes to show you guys that, you know, following doesn't indicate any sort of common sense. Me, for example, I have no common sense, and I have some subscribers on this platform, but it's even worse with these women, I swear to you. Right? They get on here, they talk a lot of nonsense. Again, this woman sharing her dating life as some sort of means to get over it is beyond hilarious. We are going to be leaving it there. As always, guys, don't forget to take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.